Hello everyone and welcome back to another StarCraft 2 1 vs 1 replay from MLG Raleigh 2011. This is going to be Game 5 in between spawning in at the upper left location. The blue Protoss player Hero from Team Liquid, his opponent in the bottom right is going to be the red Zerg player Slush from Team Rain. And this is game number 5, which means there were 4 games before this one. So definitely go check those out if you haven't seen those yet. I don't want to spoil anything even though the score is already there at the top of the screen. I guess you could just try to ignore it or just forget it. I could try to say a bunch of numbers out loud to make you forget as you exit the video. 2, 3, 1, 5, 7, 9, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. And hopefully you're gone now. So now that they're gone, whoever went to go back and watch games 1 through 4, I can actually, y'all are probably back right now since you already watched those. Now you're watching this video, so welcome back. This is game number 5. Hero is up 3-1. If he wins this game, he will advance to the next round of the Championship Losers Bracket at MLG Raleigh. Now, this is Championship Losers Bracket round 6, I believe, so the winner of this series will go on to face Kiwikaki. I think that's correct. I hope I'm not a liar. Either way, Slush has some work to do. He needs to win 3 games in a row. Again, a best-of-7 extended series. First to 4 wins takes the series. Hero only needs to win 1 game. The map is going to be Talder Malter, and we'll have to see what happens. Hero has shown a lot of skill in these games. The most memorable one, at least for me, was game number 1 that went for 56 in-game minutes. I think about 42 real-time minutes. I'm not so sure about the conversions. That's not one I've memorized. I can barely tell you Eastern, Central, and Pacific. Don't ask me about StarCraft time compared to in real life time. Either way, Hero coming forward with a probe, gonna see what's up. There is a spawning pool on the way, as well as a guest. Slush not deviating from this strategy in every single one of these games. Definitely loves getting that fast, that relatively fast, I guess somewhat standard to normal players, speed link upgrade for those Zerglings to make them faster. Slush getting that 100 gas probably will take those guys out of gas right when he gets 100, but either way, Hero trying to harass that as much as he can, and actually not going to be as successful as he would have liked. Going to be retreating back and attacking the spawning pool. That's not going to work though. Either way, Slush going to be retreating drones from that Vespene gas and going to re-put drones into those minerals again. Just getting 100 gas for that metabolic boost speed upgrade to get those early speedlings out for scouting purposes, for defensive purposes, for perhaps aggressive purposes, just general map control, and just a general nice safe style. Either way, Slush coming out with 4 links. Going to try to get rid of this probe so he can put down his natural expansion hatchery in a decent amount of time. Usually gets that at 21. Slush again starting out with the same build every single game. The probe could come forward and actually going to harass this a little bit. And look at this, the money's getting a little bit high for Slush here, so not able to get that hatchery down as soon as he would like. Maybe that will have an effect on this game, maybe not though. Either way, floating a lot of minerals was Slush when trying to actually put down that natural expansion hatchery. Either way, Slush returning guys back into gas immediately, and that's incredibly intriguing for me, especially on this map. The rush distance is so long, and look at this, Hero. He has a probe over here, so we'll have to see what happens. Actually, he took the watchtower, so he saw that probe there, so going to be attacking that probe. So if Hero was up to any shenanigans, it's not going to work either way. Again, as I was saying, Slush taking gas. That's really peculiar because on this map it's a super long rush distance, and especially when your opponent is fast expanding, a lot of Zergs just love churning out those drones, maybe even taking a really fast hatch, a really fast third, maybe over here or over here. It's hard to take this one because there are rocks blocking, and of course you need links out to actually take down those rocks, and since in the early game you're making a lot of drones and not a lot of units, it might take a while to take down those rocks. So a lot of Zerg players love taking fast thirds over here and over here. But that being said, Slush taking a lot of gas, getting a really fast third. I'm really intrigued to see what he's going to end up doing here. I've seen a lot of different strategies. I mean, there's Nidus, there's some Hydra timings again with Nidus. I guess you could do fast mutas or something, but it doesn't look like Slush has any overlords in position to throw down any sort of Nidus. Again, Nidus is good against his fast expansion builds from the Protoss, but it doesn't look like Slush has any overlords in position. As I said, the closest things he has are some circles over here. Sure, he could theoretically throw down a Nidus over here and then just have a really fast attack path, but definitely remains to be seen. Hero meanwhile putting down a Stargate here right outside of his natural expansion, getting that probe count up there, up to 28 harvesters to his opponents. Actually, Slush just now taking the lead, 30 to 28 in that harvester tab, and a second Stargate is on the way for Hero, so very intriguing play from him. Meanwhile, Layer is almost about to complete. Gas is way up there at 250. Let's see what Slush decides to do. If it's Aspire, I'll feel really bad, but no, it's going to be really fast Ventral Sack, so it's going to be fast drop here from Rain Slush. And what's good against drop? air units, because Overlords can't even get near your opponent's base, and that's what Hero is making a lot of. So this could be a bit of a build order blunder from Slush here. Hero, actually Overlord speed on the way as well, makes sense. Overlord speed with drop, not a bad idea at all. Either way, Hero has two Stargates on the field here, so he could potentially make a bunch of Phoenix and deny every single Overlord on the map. So would not be surprised to see a bunch of Overlords just chilling in the natural, huddling around a Spore Crawler, using that as their campfire. But again, that remains to be seen. Slush with Overlord, with Ventral Sacks and Needlebice Carapace on the way. A lot of Lings on the way as well. Going to be starting to take down the rocks for this third, but Slush making a lot of Lings at this point in the game. We'll have to see. Either way, a lot of Phoenix on the way here from a Liquid Hero. And that's 2 Stargates, churning them out 2 at a time. So that's going to be a lot of Phoenix pretty soon here. And has Slush caught wind of any of this whatsoever? I'm looking at his vision. Has only seen the Gateway, 7x Core, 4-gen cannon, and absolutely anything can happen behind that sort of wall off. So Slush doesn't know about this. I'm not sure how well prepared he will be, but a lot of Overlords marching down the map here, and Hero does see that they have speed, so this could be concerning to him, and a lot of these Overlords could in fact go down. This one will go down. So Hero sees the Overlord speed from his opponent, so he's like, okay, why does he have Overlord speed this fast? Could intuitively think, okay, this guy has dropped. This guy's going to do a drop on me at the same time. Slush getting an infestation pit behind this potential aggression. A lot of Lings chilling on the left side over here. And here we go. Here we go. Hero starting with the patrolling of these Phoenix. Knows about that Overlord speed. He's like, okay, something crazy is up. He's up to no good. And at the same time, Slush putting down a Spore Crawler outside of each base. Actually, only one outside of his natural expansion. None in his main. Maybe a little bit concerning. But third hatchery going down for Rain Slush. And Phoenix is continuing to patrol, but they're going to dodge these Overlords, actually coming back and going to greet them. A lot of Lings in these Overlords, but they could actually get caught. In fact, I think one will, but he may be able to drop a lot out. A few of them, yes, one Overlord goes down, but the other 2... Oh, another Overlord goes down, so Slush losing a lot of free Zerglings and Overlords here, and only gets to drop about 7 Zerglings, and that's not going to do much at all. So Hero taking the early lead in this game for sure, completely denying the early aggression. At the same time, in the natural expansion, a bunch of Lings running by. Actually, there was another drop in the natural expansion from a Rain Slush, but Hero pulling his probes away so that those don't do much damage. And Phoenix picking up Lings here. How often do you see that happen? But a lot of Overlords going down here from a Rain Slush. Phoenixes from here doing a lot of damage. A very good tech choice there by Hero, I gotta say so myself. Was able to deny those Overlords drops quite effectively, and Slush did a minimal amount of damage. Definitely wanted to do a lot more, and Hero finds himself in the lead, 67 to 55 in that Harvester count. And the Hero coming forward with a lot of Phoenix to the natural expansion of Rain Slush. Going to be picked at by those Spore Crawlers. Picks up a Queen, though, and eliminates one. That was a Queen, right? I hope my eyes weren't deceiving me. But Hero coming forward to the natural third. Going to take out this Queen as well, and Slush is in trouble. Has some Spore Crawlers on the ground, but Spore Crawlers aren't mobile. I guess the better response to these Phoenixes, I would say Hydralisk, but honestly, Slush's economy isn't there. And Hydra's not that good against Phoenix. Honestly, you can just pick them up and they die in about a millisecond. So there is an infestation pit on the ground that would be the appropriate choice to use against those Phoenixes, provided that you can actually get a fungal growth off before all your infestors get picked up and killed. But we'll have to see. Slush getting another Queen on the way. 3 infestors in that production tab along with Burrow, and Zerg melee attacks level 1. Meanwhile, in Liquid Hero's base, adding on some gateways to his production structure, his core production structure composition. Also has 2 gateways on the field. Should be warping those into warp gates fairly soon, I would imagine. Continuing to produce some, actually starting some Void Ray production here. So Phoenix into Void Ray. Not a lot beats Void Rays, guys. Not a lot beats Void Rays. So we'll have to see how effective this ends up being. And that was really cool. I don't know if you saw that, but Phoenix just split up all of his Hero just split up all of his Phoenixes and had him flying in a kind of a formation-like thing on that minimap. Definitely rewind and go watch that. That was pretty darn cool. Hero showing why his APM is at 167 right now. Actually, that's not as high as it usually is, but Hero definitely very good with his multitasking, very good with his micro, showing it off a little bit there. Of course, the purpose of that wasn't just to look pretty on the minimap. He was looking for Overlords, and he succeeded. Found an Overlord at this base over here. At the same time, Hero going to be backing away. And look at this, putting down a Twilight Council and a robotics facility. We'll have to see what he ends up doing with that. Could potentially end up being Blink or some Dark Shrine play. He has a lot of gas on the field. I'm not sure if he scouted the Infestation Pit. Let me look at his vision really quick. No, he hasn't. So if he knows Infestors are on the field, he could go for a lot of High Templars. Of course, that would be the ideal counter to those Infestors, assuming you can get feedbacks off before they throw down their Fungal Growths. But who knows? Who knows? Slush pretty good with his Infestor Micro, I would imagine. So we'll have to wait and see. Hero putting down that Templar Archive, so definitely leaning to go toward that High Templar play. Has so much gas bank. That is a lot of gas. So he can potentially make like 10, no, probably like 8 High Templars as soon as the Templar Archives finishes. And 8 High Templars, it's also 4 Archons. So pretty good stuff there from a Liquid Hero. At the same time, Slush going to be taking his natural 4th at this right position base over here, trying to get his economy back up and running, up to 71 to the 55 of his opponent. So Slush making a lot of drones as the Phoenixes and Void Rays fly around, because, well, Phoenixes can't really kill you. Sure, they can pick up all your stuff and take out stuff one at a time, but when it comes to buildings and your infrastructure, Phoenixes can't pick up buildings. That would be a little bit overpowered. So Slush just spamming that drone button as the Phoenixes were flying around, not even caring if some queens went down. And his economy is doing just fine right now. Also getting a Spire on the way just now beginning. And Infestor is going to pop out from the ground. Going to Fungal Growth a group of Phoenixes here. And Hero could actually lose every single one of these Phoenixes. One of the Infestors is going to be picked up, but that's not going to be enough. And Hero gonna lose 6 Phoenixes right there. Awesome play by RGNSlush, actually losing 5. This guy is incredibly lucky. Why did he get spared and not the rest? 6 HP remaining for him, but really cool play there by Slush, being sneaky with those Infestors, popping up right when those Phoenixes are least aware of it, and was able to catch those Phoenixes off guard. So really cool play there by RGNSlush, and dare I say that may have gotten him back into the game after that complete fail in the beginning. I mean, there's nothing else to call it. He went for that drop, went for that Overlord speed. It did absolutely nothing. So RGNSlush perhaps getting back into the game with that execution of that Fungal Growth micro. Now finds himself up 152 to 133 supply. Hero getting a 3rd of his own, getting those gases saturated immediately. Again, those gases should be a priority whenever you take a 3rd as a Protoss player. Get those gases immediately. So important to have that gas for those heavy hitters, for those Colossi and High Templar, and anything else you want. Probably involves gas unless Zealots, but Zealots aren't too good in the ZVP matchup, at least if your opponent goes Roaches. Sure, against Infestors they could have a place, but we'll have to wait and see. Slush looking like he has a lot of Infestors and a lot of Zerglings on the field. I guess an appropriate unit composition to counter this would be a lot of High Templar, throwing down storms and feedbacks onto these Infestors to neutralize the effectiveness of their spells. But a Void Ray going to be caught off guard here by RGNSlush, and Infestarians will take it out. So Liquid Hero going to be losing a Void Ray there for free. At the same time, Phoenix over here doing some damage to a Queen. There are 2 Phoenixes here, and that's that 1 HP. Oh my god, 1 HP Phoenix. That is something you don't see every day. But I'm really interested to see what Slush ends up doing from here. Obviously, he has a Greater Spire on the way. It would be kind of cool. I mean, he has a drop research. It'd be really cool to see him throw down a Banelingness and go for some Baneling drops into the middle line of his opponent. Of course, there are cannons there from Hero. Hero has really nice multitasking skills. Would probably see that out of the corner of his eye, but I think it would be something worth trying. Of course, 1 Baneling drop could pretty much win you the game. So either way, Slush up 184 to 171 supply. Has 2 Void Rays in production along with Storm. Does Liquid Hero, and oh my god, that is so many Void Rays on the field for Liquid Hero. Has a huge amount of Zealots and Archons as well. Also a High Templar in the mix to do those feedbacks, but he's going to need more High Templar in that to neutralize these Infestors. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Infestors. Let me make it easier. 16 Infestors. I'm either terrible at counting, or there are 4 Infestors somewhere else on the map, and there they are. So that's a little bit of a sigh of relief for me either way. A lot of Broodlords on the way for RGNSlush. He has 7 on the way. Also an Overseer here, just in case the Dark Templar threat were to occur, but that's a lot of Void Rays. It's all going to come down to the Fungal Growth. He needs the Fungal Growth every single thing in this army, neutralize it, and just kill it that way. He has enough Infestors, has enough Fungal Growths at his disposal, and this could be it. Coming forward with his Broodlords. Again, the Broodlords can do the damage. Just ignore them. Aiming with the Broodlords, aiming with the Zerglings. Fungal Growth with the Infestors. This could be super important. We'll have to see how Slush is able to do this. Maybe no Parasite the Archons? But neural parasiting the Void Rays, I'm not sure how effective that will be. Going to that for so long. But anyway, Slush coming forward with all of these links, trying to engage here, but there are a lot of Zealots in this composition. And Storm's going down onto the unit composition of Slush, hitting a lot of the Infestors here, and the Infestors melting away under those Storms, I should say. But nice Fungal going down by Slush, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. All of these Zealots still in the very high health, and look at this, Slush losing a lot of these Infestors, and a lot of them had full energy, so a lot of these Zealots left unchecked, and Slush loses a lot of Infestors for free. In fact, loses that battle. So wow, miscontrolling with those Infestors. Could have laid down a much better fungal, but I'm not going to fault him too much. Slush is a great player. No one's going to go say, oh, Axel Toss hates Slush. No, I don't hate him. I don't hate him. But I firmly believe his fungal growth micro could have been a lot better there. A lot of Zealots got some free shots on those Infestors. If he had fungal growth, those I'm also saying for the benefit of the doubt, for the benefit of the people who are like, okay, how is Zerg supposed to be that? Zerg could have beaten that. Fungal growth every single Infestor, or every single Zealot, so that none can actually hit your Infestors, and you're fine in that situation. Either way, Slush is in a tricky position here, down 171 to 141 supply, trying to rebuild some Hydras, but keep in mind, a lot of High Templars still on the field for Liquid Hero, and oh my god, charged Void Rays, something you never want to see. This is what you see in 4v4. I know there's guys out, there's you out there, you know who I'm talking to. You just make that Void Ray in those 4v4 games. You put down 3 Stargates on one base, and you just start spamming those Void Rays, and that's what we have here. Not a lot beats it. Not a lot beats it at all. It is the go-to in free-for-all games. Either way, Hero coming forward with a lot of High Templars here, and going to be storming these Zerglings. That's exactly what he's going to do. But Fungal is going down onto those High Templars. More Storms going down as well in feedback. Oh my gosh, a lot of Infestors getting absolutely neutralized. I'm not sure if Slush will have an answer to this. And Hero charging forward with a bunch of Zealots and coming forward with a lot of Void Rays as well. This does not look good for Rain Slush. And Hero just cleaning up absolutely everything. Okay, there's a Spore Crawler on the ground. That's not going to do much at all. Okay, there's 2. Still not going to do much. And these charged Void Rays are nothing you want to face against in Slush. Not looking good. Down 164 to 95 supply. Hero has a lot of Void Rays, and that's all you really need in the game of StarCraft 2. I kid you not. Trying to evacuate with the Overlords is Rain Slush, but the damage is being done. Hydra's going to be destroyed as soon as they spawn, getting some hits off, but not even taking the shield off of these Void Rays. And now Hero is going to back up, still up 163 to 75 supply. Slush not going to give up. I wouldn't either. This could potentially be his last game of MLG Raleigh. Going to be saturating this hatchery over here immediately. And it looks like Hero is going to back up, reassemble his army, get together with these Stalkers, some High Templars, and we'll have to see what he ends up doing. A lot of cannons around this natural 4th, I want to say, and Hero looking like he's in prime position to advance to the next round of the losers bracket of MLG Raleigh. Now, Hero coming forward once again. The bottom left side of the map has spotted this expansion, I would imagine. Yes, he's seen the assimilator, the Vespene guys, or whatever you want to call it, the extractor. Drones can evacuate and probably burrow. Do they burrow? Yes, they do. But at this point, I'm not sure it's going to matter. In fact, I don't think it will. Hero up 184 to 106 supply, looking really good. This is a unit composition, again, you never want to see as a Zerg player, as any player at that. But those drones evacuated, they're going to burrow. They are shivering in their boots right now. And Hero's like, okay, I don't know who they are. Y'all can live. Y'all can live. So, oh, Infestors and Hydras coming forward from Slush, but again, Hero has so many units here, throwing down some Side Storms onto the Hydras, onto the Infestors, looking forward with the Stalkers at the same time. Fungal Girls going down onto the Stalkers, but the Void Rays coming forward. They are the be-all. They are the end-all, and that should be it, I would imagine. Hero up 173 to 67 supply. There's the GG Yo from Rain Slush. I'm not sure if Hero actually knows what Yo means, so hopefully that's not an insult in Korean, but either way, Slush loses the series, but that means Liquid Hero takes the victory. He wins the series 4-1. Again, extended series, best of 7. First to 4 wins takes the series. So Hero will advance to play Rain Kiwikaki. Guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series between Liquid Hero and Rain Slush. My name is Axel Toss. I'll go ahead and give some shout-outs to myself. I do have a YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/AxelTossSC. I'm starting to put up replays from, or casts from MLG Anaheim, not Raleigh, the one before that. So look for those up there. Also, I have a lot of content coming up, I would imagine. I'm going to really start paying attention to my YouTube coming up pretty soon here. Now that I can make videos longer than 15 minutes, hooray, fist pump right there. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/AxelToss. I have 200 followers there, I think, or 300. I think 300. I have plenty. I have a lot. I love them all. I know all their names. I know all their firstborns. Not really, but either way, what else? I think that's it. There's something else, though. Oh, yeah, I stream. twitch.tv/AxelToss. I usually only stream casts of tournaments. I recently casted IEM America's Championships, Verizon SC2 Open, some NASL stuff, some GCPL stuff. Actually, GCPL is on Ghost Coaching. Anyway, I'm branching off into a bunch of different tangents. Thanks for watching. This is MLG.tv, MLG Raleigh, Slush versus Hero. Hero takes the lead, takes the win, takes the series 4-1. Stay tuned to MLG Raleigh 2011, MLG.tv. That's where you need to be. Either way, it's been fun. AxelToss here. I'm out.